What is up, YouTube? Chill Gamer back here again with another video for you. Now, we've been coming along pretty good with the season. Had a couple of injuries early on. We didn't have Sabonis or Valanciunas, so went on a little bit of a losing streak, but gonna see if we can try and improve our record here, go on a little win streak, see if we can improve some things and try to get at least in the play-in. I know it's been a little bit tough, but finally got the team back healthy, so gonna see what we can do. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Here's a look at some of the stats for Ja Morant.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey, and it's Stevens in at the small forward. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with MP. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now the Grizzlies, Shams, had a tough season, but boy, did they find a gem with G.G. Jackson.
To get a player like that in the second round, I think there was shock around the league that G.G. dropped that far in the draft. His skill set is apparent. He's able to score with the best of them at such a young age.
Who knows what his ceiling is going to be, my goodness.
G.G. Jackson seems like he's a complete find for this organization.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. MP passes to Murray. From in close, bucket is good.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Indiana. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And looking at Sacramento, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Now, here's MP. 17 points in his last outing. DeRozan finds Sabonis. And it's Morant with the rebound. Jackson has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Kings. It's a 3-point game. He takes it in. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Morant. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your, like I'm talking to my teenage daughter, what is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a little high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Sacramento grabs the miss. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Nice work by Levine to get inside and earn a trip to the line.
That one drops. He ties it up. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Now here's Levine. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Back to DeRozan. Stolen by Jackson. Bane passes to Stevens. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
MP, good.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
And here's Morant following the three-pointer by MP. Three-pointer, and Ja Morant gets the 3. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Now here's Levine. MP kicks to DeRozan. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love, to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And the first one drops.
Well, what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. And both free throws good for MP.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Jazz did some very solid work. He finished with 17 points, and he did most of that damage in 2 places, at the foul line and behind the arc. And so it was another big night, something he's been doing a lot of lately. And I'm sure he's looking to keep it going tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
The Grizzlies trail by 3 to the inside. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Bane. Bane's got 4 assists now tonight. And so, MP will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Shams, you've been around the... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Here's Morant. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Launches a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Kings leading now by 6. So on the 4 for Memphis. Wells is out there with Pippen. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson in at the 4. Close in. No stopping MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Down low. And Pippen pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in. Pippen's got 7.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league. The league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Now, here's MP. He's got 15. Going inside at the elbow, Murray. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Well, you can see why they gave it to DeRozan in that situation. He stays calm under pressure.
Pass to Jackson. Over Murray. Jackson misses.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Monk finds MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Nifty fake from MP. Wow. If he's already got that, watch out.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Stevens is checked in. And it's Bane in for Wells. And both free throws good for MP. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Now here's Pippen, following the miss by MP. Bane inside the three-point line. Money from the wing. Bane's got 4 this quarter.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And Murray now top of the key. Here's DeRozan. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Pippen, the pass to Clark. Floats one up. Rebound by Murray.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Sabonis. And now it's a 10-point Kings lead. Pass to Bane. Back to Pippen. Memphis moving it around. Clark kicks to Jackson. We've talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Now Murray, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Monk outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Pippen dishes to Clark. Back to Pippen. Pass to Bane. Here's Clark. Here's Stephens. DeRozan defending. Here's Pippen. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Murray kicks to Monk. Pass to DeRozan. Back to MP. And he drops it in from the low post. MP's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And with an update from the sideline, Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Murray, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bane, no good. Sacramento leading by 15. Pass to MP. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Morant passes to Stevens. Morant finds Bane over Fultz. And there's Bane. That's good on the assist by Morant. 6 points for Desmond Bane. MP against Morant. MP, no good. Grizzlies shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Over Jones, and he can't bank that one in. Kings leading now by 16. Levine kicks to MP. Again, the miss by the Kings. And for Memphis, they're shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Jones against Clark. Here's Bane. Sacramento grabs the miss. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
And they were mired in foul trouble the last time they played. Let's see if they can avoid that this time out.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Here's LaRavia. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a wide open look for Bane. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Bane had one goal that trip. Come right back at them with the 3 of his own.
Now here's MP. 22 points for him. Here's LaRavia, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's MP making things happen for the Sacramento Kings. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
I think for Memphis, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. MP out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan into the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Morant with it, now defended by MP, and finished off by Morant.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
MP inside. There's Sabonis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 14. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. No good from 11 feet. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. MP sets the screen for Murray. Back to DeRozan. Pass to MP. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside, Payne. Here's Morant. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history. And they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
Here's Jackson. Sacramento making their last shot. Morant with the bucket.
Yeah, and Morant definitely has that floater in his arsenal.
Kings leading now by 14. MP inside. Guarded by Morant. DeRozan dishes to MP. DeRozan with a screen for MP. Basket counts. DeRozan's got 13 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now, here's Payne. 11 points in the game. Jackson, and it's Memphis with another.
Well, this is why you get Jackson Jr. the ball inside. He has a good sense for how to capitalize down there.
MP kicks to Levine. Here's DeRozan. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Out to Morant. Pass to Stephens. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
Murray is screen on Morant. The drive by MP. Morant against MP. Here's Stephens. The tray. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
Kings leading now by 10. Knocked away. Here's Stephens. Outside, Bain. Morant against DeRozan. And it's Morant missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Memphis. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Some changes for Sacramento. Malik Monk comes in. The King shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. So on the floor for Memphis. Pippen is out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Stevens in at the 3. And both free throws good for MP. And so here's Memphis. It's a 10-point game. Pippen outside. Levine against Bain. Here's Aldama. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Sweet touch from the mid-range. Every year, Aldama seems to gain more and more confidence shooting the ball.
They set the pick. Here's Hooper. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Sacramento.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Left side, Bain. Pippen outside. Back to Bain. Shoots the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's DeRozan. Great D that time from Bain. The Grizzlies shooting at 51%. Really solid. Pippen, the pass to Clark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pippen with it. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot. Clark's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Pippen, and that one is good. MP's got 31 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Outside Pippen. Pass to Clark. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 9 points. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The shot's good.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
MP with it. Guarded now by Clark. Sabonis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. 8 points for Sabonis.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in.
Number 14, Zach Edey.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. In the corner, it's Payne. Goes up on the wing. DeRozan with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
MP outside. It's deflected.
Using that near 7-foot frame. Aldama says not today.
Here's Pippen. And Levine with the block. MP deciding where to go with it. Sabonis sets the pick for MP. Pass to Sabonis. Murray kicks to Levine. From 12 feet out. Kicks it out to MP. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. MP's got 11 in the second half.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Edey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Now here's Morant, following the missed shot by Sabonis. Here's Edey, covered by MP.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Now here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Sabonis is screen on Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Memphis. Stevens is checked in. And it's Payne in for Wells. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Stevens, the pass to Morant. Lays it up off the glass. And that's now 20 points for John Morant.
Well, this is one of those nights where Morant just decided to take over.
MP against Morant. Here's Murray. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Levine against Bain. Goes up from the top of the key. And good! He nails it. And now it's only a 5-point Kings lead.
Well, he's a bona fide 20-point-per-game scorer. Desmond Bain's been terrific tonight. I'd keep going to him.
MP finishes inside.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
MP with it. He's picked up by Morant. They get it back. For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Over Levine. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jackson.
How about those points from Jackson? Big time.
MP against Morant. Oh, MP staying with it through the contact.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
Takes a step back. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Stevens. Morant with a wide-open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morant's got 25 points.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hooper. Morant with some nice D. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Clutch points from Bain. Never scared of the moment.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Now, here's and it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And these are the moments he's worked for. MP delivering down the stretch.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Morant looking around. Pass to Stevens. Kept alive. Edey. Out to Morant. Knocks down the trifecta.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. MP outside. It's MP attacking. Right side, DeRozan. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, hard to find a more clutch performer than DeRozan. He had no problem coming up with the huge make.
The Grizzlies call timeout. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thanks, David. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, MP. Sabonis' screen on Morant. The drive by MP. 6 to shoot. Back to Levine. From deep three-point land. Right between the eyes.
Well, in a situation like this, you go to a proven scorer like Levine every time.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a three-point game. Stephens off target from downtown. Payne for three. Can't get the three to fall. And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of two is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. So for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.